May the grace and the peace of God the Father and our Lord Jesus Christ be with you as we come again to your morning devotion. This is your cup of joy right here on the Homebase Ministries Network. Good morning to the evangelist, Dexter Friday, Sambidella, Rosa, to see you, and to all of you all who are listening in to the In God's Grace Ministries, to the Enrock family, to Pastor Will Richardson, and to all the others who are listening in right now. We are in the book of Matthew chapter 3 from verses 16, a very important area. All right, remembering that the baptism signified certain things, and we know that Jesus being baptized of John was the same as the Lord being transformed to the saving grace of God. That was the purpose. One had to die for the other to resurrect. A death, a burial of the old, and a resurrection of the new. That is what baptism signifies. That is what baptism signifies. The death, the burial, the resurrection. Verse 16, a very important verse. Matthew then writes that when the action of the baptism was carried out, and the action of the baptism is the full and total submerging of the body, just to clear that up. I say that because we say, as believers, we attend to the truth and only what the word dictates for us. So contrary to what some think or call a baptism, you cannot be submerged by sprinkling. That just does not compute. You cannot be submerged by sprinkling. Bringing us to this fact, I want you all to stay with me and understand. Now, if the baptism is done wrong, then it literally cannot represent the gospel. If it is done wrong, if you sprinkle and it's done wrong, it cannot represent death, burial, resurrection. There is no submerging representing the death, there's no representing the burial under the water, and there's no representing the resurrection into new life and eternity as Christ. So if the baptism is misrepresented, then so also is the gospel in some of these so-called religious bodies. If the baptism is misrepresented, then, as I say, so also is the gospel. The baptism is misrepresented, the gospel is misrepresented. If you do not understand one, you will never understand the other. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying, okay, so in some of these religious bodies, it is grossly misrepresented, and we see that by what they call baptism. All right, and a lot of people are misled, as I'm saying, by counterfeit salvation. This is serious. If you don't get the understanding right, you can't get the application right neither. I'm just saying, I can't compute it. If you don't get the understanding right, you will not get the application right. That's like the test to see if we understand it, to see if we understand the gospel, the application of it. So if you are hearing me right now and you have been sprinkled, or you have taken your children to be sprinkled, then recheck your understanding, aligning to the gospel to see if you fully understand. I care about you, and I don't want you to end up in hell for stupidity's sake. So Matthew confirms the full submerging, saying that Jesus came up and out. I will repeat that, up and out of the water. He was submerged. Then, by that act, literally, the heavens opened. The heavens opened. The heavens became open. Not just open, but opened unto him, being Jesus. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Seriously consider what I've said here today, and we'll chat tomorrow. This is Pastor Solomon De La Rosa in God's Grace.